Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bob Flynn, President and General Manager, Novell.
Well, good morning. Geez, it's a big crowd in here. It's great to see everybody this morning. Hey, I have just a few minutes to talk to you about the Novell business unit. I'm thrilled to be able to stand in front of you and to give you a brief overview on what we're doing, on where we're going. I do want to, as Jeff did, I want to welcome everybody here to BrainShare, to Salt Lake City. You know, about 45 minutes down the road, as Jeff mentioned, we reestablished the headquarters for Novell back in Provo, Utah. And we think that's where it belongs, and we're thrilled to have it there. That is where we have launched our efforts to revitalize, refocus, and re-energize the Novell brand. And in fact, that is also where we focused on re-energizing the products that made Novell great. So what are those products? Well, here's the categories that we focus on within the Novell business unit under the areas of collaboration and ZenWorks under endpoint management, file and network services. Those brands that made the company great, GroupWise, ZenWorks, Open Enterprise Server, in addition to all the other brands that you see up there. You know, about 70% of CIOs today would tell you that, in fact, one of their key initiatives is to improve end-user productivity. And the products that you see here that we provide in the Novell business unit are focused specifically in that area, both at the front end and the back end of those IT operations. So what's our strategy? Well, we are really focused in three key areas on our overall strategy: a renewed focus, engineering excellence, as well as establishing or re-establishing key relationships with our partners and with our customers. I will also tell you that we've augmented that with a communications platform and strategy that we've launched. So when you see all the red around the building, you see the terms like refocus and return and rekindle. That's the platform that we've built to be able to put our message out both internally as well as externally. And we do think it's the most succinct way for us to be able to deliver the message to all of you that, in fact, we are your Novell again. But let me just talk a little bit about these three key areas of our strategy. The first one is in terms of renewed focus. There's really two key aspects to this that I think it's important that this audience know, and certainly that our extended customer and partner community understand. The business unit structure allows us to do a couple of things. The first thing is that it allows us to be 100% focused on the technologies within our business unit. So those products that you saw up on the screen just a minute ago are where we spend 100% of our time, and we are totally focused on making sure that we maximize the value and the potential of those technologies. The second aspect of this is this concept that we've talked about, a line of sight. And when we talk about line of sight, we talk about the connection between engineering and our sales organization. And what we try and do with that is to shrink and really take away some of the layers between those two groups and make sure we've got the shortest connection between sales and engineering that we can have. So when our sales organization is calling on any of our customers or our partners, understanding what the requirements are that are coming in from them, they have a quick turnaround right into engineering, where engineering product management can assess those requirements, determine how they want to approach those, and then turn those around and deliver those back out to the marketplace. Our ability to be nimble, to be much more responsive, is one of the key areas within our ability within this category of renewed focus. I will also tell you we've been in the midst of developing, and on November the 1st, we will be initiating a new sales force dedicated to those products that you saw up on the other screen. So we will have salespeople and pre-sales people focus 100% of their time on delivering those products out to you, understanding your requirements, making sure that the requirements around those products are delivered back into our engineering organization. Ultimately, we are a technology company, and our success is going to be dictated by our ability to be able to deliver strong, high-value technology. This is what the Novell brand was built on. And we have set a goal for ourselves to be able to achieve the highest levels of excellence in terms of our engineering practices and processes, and ultimately in terms of the value of the products that we put out. We have invested in our engineering organization. In fact, we have positions open right now that we're hiring for in Provo. What that also means, combined with the focus that I talked about, is that our plans are to increase our release cycles in terms of our products. So as we get input from the field back into engineering, we assess those quickly, prioritize quickly, put releases out to the field as quickly as possible so we can deliver on those commitments that are coming in from our customers. So we're thrilled about that. Dave Wilkes is going to be on this stage on Friday talking more about our initiative around engineering excellence. Last, I want to talk about lasting relationships. One of the core tenets that comes with the Attachmate Group overall is a customer-centric view of the world. We are driven by what our customers need and want from us. And that is certainly the initiative that we've taken on in the Novell business unit. I already mentioned that, in fact, we're deploying a dedicated sales force out in the field globally that will be out there on November the 1st. That will be augmented by a strong partner ecosystem, many of which are in this room here, that will allow us to have long-standing, very regular conversations with our customers that will allow us to develop those relationships, not only understand what the needs are of those customers in terms of our technologies, but also understanding how those businesses are running, what's important to those businesses, and how can we help those businesses be successful. I should also mention to you that our primary focus is on our existing customer base. So we've talked a lot about this within the Novell business unit, and we are going to put all of our efforts and continue to put all of our efforts today into our current installed base of customers. We recognize that, in fact, we have to reestablish trust and confidence in many of our customers where that has been lost or that has been compromised to some extent. We're fully committed to that, and that's where we're going to spend our time right now. You augment that with a strong services and tech support organization, and then, as Jeff talked about, the ability to deliver processes that allow us to be easy to do business with. So for the Novell business unit, these are the three key areas for us, and ultimately our success will be dictated on how well we do in terms of our ability to focus, achieve levels of excellence in terms of our engineering organization, as well as establish or reestablish those key relationships with all of you in this room, as well as the extended set of customers and partners that we have out there around the globe. Now, before I close, I want to talk about one particular product area that has been critical to us and has received a lot of attention, both internally by us as well as externally. And I say that from the standpoint that prior to the transaction occurring with the Attachmate Group and Novell in April of this year, months before, even a year or so before, there was a lot of information or misinformation out in the marketplace about GroupWise. And that information contained a lot of different statements in terms of, from views that, in fact, Novell was divesting from GroupWise, or in fact, they weren't committed to GroupWise, or in fact, they were reducing the number of resources on GroupWise and were really letting that product die. And I want to make sure that you all understand in this audience today, you leave here, we are fully committed to the GroupWise product set. It is critical to our strategy within the Novell business unit. Yeah. All of our products are critical to us, but I wanted to make sure that I touched on this particular product area because it was getting so much attention in the marketplace. We have deployed resources, we have developed new processes around the GroupWise product set to make sure we are much more responsive and make sure we are maximizing the value within that product area and ensuring that, in fact, you're getting the value out of the investments that you've made in that product. And two proof points that I just want to touch on here that have come to me both internally as well as through external resources that are critical to really reflecting how dedicated we are to this product set. The first thing I will tell you that in 2012, the Attachmate Group will be deploying GroupWise throughout our enterprise. And that is obviously an indication of our commitment to this technology, and again, we are fully committed to that. The other aspect that I've talked to many customers about is BlackBerry support for GroupWise. We have re-engaged with RIM, and you're going to hear a lot about this over the next several days, that RIM is fully committed, renewed commitment to the GroupWise product set, and you're going to hear specifically what that is. In addition to that, RIM's BlackBerry, their new platform called Hydra, which includes an SDK, we will write to. We've already deployed resources on that and are already members of the early adopter program for RIM and BlackBerry support. So we are in GroupWise big time. We are committed to it for the long run. And so you need to feel absolutely confident that, in fact, we are listening to you. We are trying to respond to your needs and wants as quickly as possible. So once again, you can drive maximum value out of your GroupWise investment. Now, let me just close by making a couple comments. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming here today. I know it's a big effort to get here and to spend time with us. I really look forward to meeting as many of you as possible. I'm going to be here all week. I also want to thank you for your business and for your partnership. I never want to miss that opportunity. And then I want to make the statement that I understand as well that all the slides that we put up here look really nice, and we've got all these graphics, and geez, Bob can tell a really good story, can he? But ultimately, the measure of our success will be in terms of how we execute against the commitments that I just articulated to you this morning. And we recognize the fact, and we are fully committed to as flawless an execution model as we can possibly develop within this business unit to maximize the value of the products that you're getting from us. Now, you're going to hear a lot more about Novell a little bit later here on this stage today, as well as on Friday when there's some additional work going on. Some of the demo experts from Novell are going to be out here as well as throughout the week, and you're going to be able to see some more exciting technology. But to get you in the mood, I wanted to show you a little video just to get you warmed up before we show some of these demos. So let's roll the video.
Where were you when Novell brought local area networking to millions for the first time? Or created the first real enterprise email system? What did you think when Novell pioneered directory services? Or brought cross-platform server, desktop, and mobile management together? And where were you when Novell combined the world's best workgroup services with open source Linux technology?
These are all interesting questions, but in the end, only one question really matters. What will happen when Novell takes all the innovation and engineering excellence that made these remarkable accomplishments possible and focuses them on your future? It's time to find out together. Refocus, rekindle, return. Novell.
You know, I got to tell you, I saw that video for the first time yesterday, and I told them they need to put a box of Kleenex up here because they start tearing up when I see it. I know many of you are emotional about it.